Mo, check your chat, please.
Not yet, Rhonda. Aloha and good morning, everyone. My name is Lacey Falmui. I'm the campus director for Schofield Barracks, Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide Campus. It is my privilege to be here today for you to witness the Microsoft Software and Systems Academy Cohort Number 2 recognition ceremony. It is also a great pleasure to welcome the family and friends who are joining us here today from around the country to celebrate this special occasion. I would like to particularly thank our honored guests who are able to join us here today. CW5, DeShawn Bell, U.S. Army Pacific Chief Technology Officer and Senior Technical Advisor, Port Jafter, Hawaii. I'd also like to introduce our Schofield staff, Microsoft Site Manager, Mo Radke, and also Dr. Congress Axley, full-time faculty here at Schofield. We are now asked that we please show your respects as we play the national anthem, followed by Hawaii Pono'i. Thank you. Next, I would like to introduce our Schofield campus Microsoft Site Manager, Mr. Mo Radke, who will introduce our first speaker.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now my honor to introduce Major General Chris Cortez, who will be joining us today by video messaging. Major General Cortez is the Vice President of Military Affairs at Microsoft, where he leads the company's engagement with veterans and military families as part of its focus on inspiring and developing former service members for roles in the IT industry. Major General Cortez served more than 33 years in the United States Marine Corps. When he retired in 2004 as a Major General, he had been leading Marine Corps Recruiting Command in Quantico, Virginia, recruiting more than 75,000 men and women. Before that, he was the Director of Operations for U.S. Pacific Command, overseeing operations for 300,000 military personnel. And he previously commanded Marines at the platoon, company, battalion, and regimental levels, including Operation Desert Storm. Major General Cortez not only advocates for education, he also mentors others. It's something he did in the Marine Corps and has continued to do at Microsoft. Major General Cortez.
Hello, graduates. It's great to be with you. To me, being gathered virtually is a real demonstration of two important things. First, that you've all shown incredible resilience amid change as MSSA classes moved online. And secondly, that you're joining an industry that will evolve significantly through this global pandemic as people and organizations become more and more reliant on technology. That makes your military background even more valuable. Through my 30 years of service, I've seen time and again how this community bands together when it matters most, how you step up to face adversity together. The presence of each and every one of you here today is proof of your shared contribution to that legacy. And it's that spirit of adaptability and camaraderie that will help you succeed in the next stage of your career. My own career has been a lifetime in the making. In fact, you could say it started before I was even born. In the late 1940s, two Spanish peasant farmers, Juan and Dolores Cortez, my parents, came to the United States with their 4 children. Among other jobs, they worked in the orchards of Northern California. My mom worked the night shift in an onion factory, and my dad worked as many hours as possible as a carpenter. Eventually, I came along, their first child born on U.S. soil, followed by 2 more of my siblings. To say my parents worked hard barely scratches the surface of what they endured. They toiled through scorching summers and cold winters, driven by their ambition to give their children a life of opportunities that they did not have. They knew a better life required better education, and it became clear to me at an early age that a focus on learning would not only improve my prospects and allow me to help others, but it could also enable me to fulfill my dream of serving my country in a meaningful way. That hunger for education and passion for service ultimately inspired me to enlist in the U.S. Marines. And after 33 years as an infantry officer, those same values, plus the lessons and experiences gained in the military, led me to pursue a new career at Microsoft. As I learned firsthand, transitioning from a life in uniform is not easy. The civilian workforce is an entirely different realm with its own customs, principles, and culture. But as I also learned firsthand, veterans can succeed and thrive in the modern workforce. The skills we bring, such as problem solving, leadership, teamwork, and a mission-driven focus, are vital to companies today. But sometimes corporate decision makers and veterans and service members alike need to be reminded of what you bring to the table. That's why we started MSSA, to help equip servicemen and women like you with the tools and training you need to successfully transition to the next phase of your careers, and also to help companies understand just how valuable you are. No doubt the value you bring, especially today as the fight against COVID-19 creates new urgency to harness technology to improve how people live and work. Your skills and training from the military and MSSA have never been so critical. You represent some of the best talent our country has to offer. You have heart. You understand the value of mission. You know just how much can be accomplished swiftly, and when we come together, resourcefully. Take a moment to recognize that and let it sink in. You already have what it takes to succeed in a civilian career. So I'd like to leave you with 4 tactical tips for mastering this new terrain. Number 1, find a mentor. Hopefully you experienced from MSSA just how beneficial it is to have a mentor on your side. Such a relationship doesn't stop being important. A mentor helps you level set, check your assumptions, and learn from their experiences. Second, pursue opportunities that leverage your strengths. If you haven't already, read the book Strengths Finder and take the Strengths Finder assessment. It's well worth it, especially in terms of learning how you can best operate and collaborate in a corporate setting. Third, network, network, network. Use LinkedIn, ask for help, job leads, tips, and introductions from your connections. And don't be shy about reaching out to those you have served with in similar units or have similar backgrounds and experiences. And last, believe in yourself. Like the most rewarding challenges in life, growing your career is a marathon, not a sprint. Be patient, be persistent, and put your training to practice. Remember, you are the best recruiter. Your skills and experience will play a critical role in helping our workforce get back on its feet. Believe in that and own it. We're fortunate to live in a time when more and more companies are recognizing the incredible talent in veterans and service members coming out of the military and out of MSSA, specifically MSSA. Not only are you in demand, but your country still needs you. This is your time, and we're lucky to have you in our graduating class of 2020. I wish you all the best, and I believe in you. You can make your dreams come true. God bless each of you, and may God bless America.
Thank you, Major General Chris Cortett, for those inspiring words. Our next speaker is Dr. John Watrette, Chancellor for Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University Worldwide. Dr. Watrette provides leadership and strategic direction that fosters growth, maintains academic integrity, and promotes efficient operations for worldwide headquarters in Daytona, Florida, and over 130 locations worldwide. Under his leadership, the Worldwide Campus, which serves more than 23,000 students annually, has earned the top 2 rank in the country by U.S. News and World Report for the best online bachelor's degree program, and has held this rank for the last 7 years in the top 5 category. Watrette is active with organization both nationally and internationally, serving as a chairman of the board for the directors of Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University, Asia, Singapore, as an appointed board member and chair for the University of Florida Online Advisory Board, as an elected member for the Flight Safety Foundation Board of Governors, and as a board member for the Aerospace Alliance Incorporated. He is also a fellow of the Royal Aeronautical Society and has been a featured speaker and panelist for several national and international conferences. He's a private pilot license. He also holds a PhD and a master's in science in mathematics from Texas A&M University, a bachelor's degree with honors from Heriot-Watt University, Edinburgh, Scotland. Please join me in welcoming Dr. John Watrette.
Congratulations, MSSA graduates. It's great to be sharing this special day with you, your family, and your friends. Although I'm not able to be with you in person to recognize your achievements, I want to tell you how especially proud we are of you all. Every MSSA graduate in every cohort works hard to earn the MSSA diploma. But we are especially proud of you. I commend each and every one of you for your motivation, your hard work, and your resiliency during these challenging times. You have successfully navigated these uncertain times together as virtual teams. You have demonstrated agility, and you have achieved the goals you set out to achieve. All these attributes are key to your success. As you transition out of the military into the civilian world, remember that your military training has provided you with invaluable career skills such as self-discipline, teamwork, communication skills, and the ability to analyze risk. All key attributes valued in technology-related industries. Your days in uniform may be numbered, but your contributions to our country's high-tech economy are just getting started. One of the stories I enjoy sharing involves a young soldier who learned some important skills while serving as a combat engineer at Fort Carson. He had to overcome some challenges, but never gave up. He completed the MSSA program and found a well-paying position close to his home back here in Florida. Now, by all accounts, this young soldier's transition went very well. What makes this young soldier's story one that I really enjoy sharing is that even though he had a good job, he didn't stop learning. Within just a few short years, he completed not only the MSSA program, but also his bachelor's degree and is now working on his master's in information security and assurance, all with Embry-Riddle. He now has a position as a systems engineer in Washington, D.C. When asked why he decided to keep continuing with his education, he stated that each year billions of dollars are lost due to cybercrime, and he wanted to be part of the solution to this problem. Remember that learning is not a destination, it's a lifelong journey. We are proud when you display your Embry-Riddle credentials, but lifelong learning is more than just displaying a diploma on a wall. It is also about the future you plan to create for yourself, for your families, and for our communities. We are experiencing history in this moment, a history that will be talked about for decades, a history that will reshape all of our lives in some way or the other. How we respond and become part of the way forward will define our future for many years to come. My advice to you, continue to be agile, continue to be resilient, become a lifelong learner and use your knowledge and your skills in such a way that helps create the future we all want to be proud of. Thank you for committing your time and to the MSSA program. We are proud of you. We are proud to call you Eagles. Congratulations to all the MSSA graduates, and my very best wishes for a bright future. Congratulations.
Thank you so much for those great words of wisdom, Dr. John Wattrett. Next, I'm honored to introduce our next speaker. He currently serves as the Chief Technology Officer and Senior Technical Advisor for the U.S. Army Pacific since September 2018. He is proudly hails from Colorado Springs. He entered the U.S. Army in July 1988 as a computer programmer and systems analyst. For the next 7 years, he served at locations such as Fort Huachuca, Arizona, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, Alexandria, Virginia, and then in 1996, he was selected to attend the Warrant Officer Candidate School, and then was appointed to Warrant Officer 1 in the Signal Corps. He most recently served as the Regional Regiment Headquarters at Fort Gordon, Georgia, as the Senior Warrant Officer Advisor to the Chief of the Signal for the improvement and management for over 2,100 Signal Warrant officers, representing the active component, National Guard, and the U.S. Army Reserve. He holds an associate's degree in data processing technology from Hawaii Pacific University, a bachelor's degree in computer information systems from the University of Maryland College, a master's in science degree in information technology management from Triton University International. He also has finished all of his military professional education and holds the Project Management Professional Certificate and Certified Information Systems Security Professional. Please join me in welcoming CW5 DeShawn L. Bell.
Lacey, thank you so much. Privileged to be here. Aloha, everybody. I'd like to start by thanking Mr. Radke, Major General Retired Cortez, U.S. Marine Corps, Dr. Wattrett, and Dr. Congress for your longstanding support to the great servicemen and women who are striving for excellence in their technical and academic pursuits. I would especially like to thank Ms. Lacey Falmui for inviting me to speak as your installation representative and guest speaker for this graduation. It is certainly an honor and privilege to participate in your milestone event. Now, unlike you, I still haven't figured out what I want to be when I grow up. I guess I will figure it out between now and next summer. As Lacey mentioned, I've been in the information systems and information technology business for the Army for almost 32 years. So I have witnessed and personally took part in my fair share of technological advances and evolutions over the past 3 decades. We all join the Army and the military for various reasons, but those of you that leave the service honorably all learn very valuable lessons, regardless if you depart after 3 years or 33 years. We all leave after having developed key attributes and values. Now, speaking from an Army perspective, those are loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage. There's also teamwork, self-awareness, initiative, drive, and adaptability. And the list goes on and on. Now, the Navy, the Marines, the Air Force, and the Coast Guard may use different terms to describe these attributes, but they speak to a common denominator of what makes an honorably discharged or retired former service member such a highly valued, highly coveted, and highly sought after asset to any high-performing civilian organization. The fact that many of you already have jobs waiting for you is a testament to what you represent. In my current and past assignments, I deal with and have dealt with industry partners across the globe that have great partnerships and ties to the federal government. The common denominator of these successful companies is that they employ veterans at a very large rate. Why? Because they know that you can get the job done. Additionally, a large majority of civilian and contractors working for the government are former service members. My point is that you have chosen to pursue a profession that is in high demand, coupled with the fact that you are a veteran just adds to your value to corporate America. You all have made the conscious decision to pursue careers in the IT arena, and you have taken the steps to achieve that goal with your commitment to this program over the past 19 weeks. This course is your springboard to achieving your goal, but please don't stop here. Do not stop at your current accomplishment. Continue pursuing your technical trade, but also pursue your academic degree. You're getting your foot in the door with industry, but I highly recommend you continue your technical and academic pursuits so you can build deep roots and strengthen your knowledge base as you and the IT industry continues to evolve. Take advantage of the 15 hours provided to you by Embry-Riddle University to get a head start on your academic degree. Having technical training and an academic degree rounds out your capabilities and provides the foundation for you to potentially move into middle and upper management of a company with increased salary. And who doesn't want more money in their pocket? I ask you to be a constant lifelong learner of your craft. Take personal time to invest in yourself. Continue to read and research to stay abreast of emerging technologies and industry trends. Use this investment in yourself to bring benefit to not only yourself, but to your organization. This represents your value to your organization and sets you up for greater accomplishments and gains long-term. Always remember your worth to an organization, particularly in the civilian sector, is based on the value that you bring to the company. You have to ask yourself, are you a force multiplier? Do you contribute to the increased profit margin of your organization? Are you innovative? Your value as an IT professional is making daily work more efficient, simpler, and automated to ultimately reduce the organization's overall operating costs. Now, you don't think about that in these terms while you're in the military. You know, you just keep your head down and you're just grinding and do what you're asked to do. But most certainly you should in the commercial sector. Your success in the civilian workforce is centered on your value to the organization. You must constantly assess your efforts and contributions to your company from the value lens. Again, always ask yourself, are you bringing the value to the organization by your work, your skills, your experience, and your education. Again, are you innovative? If you have question marks in any of these areas after you conduct a self-assessment, then seek to improve upon those areas that need improvement. This is you seeking continual self-improvement. Again, take personal time to invest in yourself, do your homework, and deepen your knowledge within your craft. In closing, Lacey has my contact information where I can be reached. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have questions or need insight on anything general, or particularly if your company is doing business with the federal government, or if you seek to get employment with the federal government. I offer free consultation to you until I retire next summer, after which I will have to charge you. It will certainly be an honor to provide you any information that helps you as you pursue your life after your honorable service to our great nation. It has been an honor to be your guest speaker today. Thank you again for the opportunity to address the class. God bless you all. Mahalo nui loa for your service and sacrifice to our great nation, and good luck to you in your future endeavors. Aloha.
Thank you so much, Chief Bell, and also thank you for extending your leadership and connectivity to our students to help them get a kickstart onto the civilian path. It is with great pleasure that I now introduce our final speaker, a participant of the MSSA Schofield Barracks cohort number 2. He is an awesome role model and mentor, and he freely shares his years of IT experience with everyone in the cohort. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Tristan Akachu, Schofield Barracks MSSA graduate.
Aloha, Team Nimbus. We made it. After a long 18 weeks together, we made it with our sanity intact. But more importantly, I'm so grateful to have made this venture together. It has been a pleasure of mine to have grown with you and as well as learned with you, whether it was collaborating on a project or simply just trying to keep you awake during a 4-hour lecture. I'd like to thank Mo Radke, our site manager, Lacey Falmui, our student advisor, guidance counselor, snack provider, friend, and everything else not mentioned. And more importantly, our professor, Dr. Axley Congress, for dealing with our stresses and as well as our diverse personalities on a daily basis. You all have given us and guided us through our military transition to the civilian sector. I'd also like to thank our soft skills and technical mentors. You have all given us the toolset to success, and as well as been the guiding beacon and as well as our inspiration for our next steps in our careers. With that, and on behalf of Team Nimbus, MSSA Hawaii cohort number 2, thank you and mahalo for being part of our MSSA Ohana. Team Nimbus, we started on this journey together about 4.5 months ago. Some of us taking a great leap of faith because most of us coming to this cohort couldn't even find the PowerShell command prompt of a Windows operating system, let alone what an operating system is. But through our struggles, our challenges and obstacles, and with our teamwork and collaboration, we are all on our way to becoming Azure warriors. But despite our technical training, we've done a lot of reflecting and as well as developing our personal and professional development skills. For the most part, we bragged a lot about who we are and what we've done. And I gotta tell you, it takes a lot of courage to stand up in front of 20 strangers and talk about how awesome you are and the things that you've accomplished in your military career, specifically for about 2 whole minutes long. And I gotta tell you, I don't regret it at all, because of one thing that I've learned through those times was to be confident of our skills and to be confident of what we've accomplished. And to be honest, I've seen nothing but greatness in all of you during my time here in this cohort. And I'm so proud to call each and every one of you my team member. So regardless of where we're going, either continuing our education or starting our journey in the information technology field, rest assured that the skills that we've learned in this cohort will take us far. But more importantly, the connections that we've made during our time in this cohort will take us even further. The connections we make and the passion that we have will drive our future and our success. So I challenge each and every one of you to stay connected with every individual in this team that you made connections with, because you never know when that connection you make today could be the connection that will land you your dream job in the future. I have no doubt in my mind that each and every one of us will find great success in the career path that we've chosen, as long as we keep a learning mindset and as well as a growth mindset. Anything that we put our mind on can be succeeded. So always strive to be better tomorrow than you are today. And with that, I'll leave you with one last thought. And this thought is in a form of a question that has been a running theme for our cohort for some time. And if you ask it of others, it will help you to remain humble. And that question is, honest thoughts? With that, Team Nimbus, take a deep breath. Exhale. God bless, congratulations, and good luck in all your future endeavors. Aloha and mahalo.
Tristan, thank you very, very much for those comments. General Cortez, Dr. Watret, Chief Bell, Miss Lacey Falmui, Dr. Axley Congress, Microsoft mentors, friends, and family, it's now time to present the letters of recognition to our students. And this recognition represents months of constant work, diligence, and effort. But first, I'd like to express my appreciation to Team Nimbus as an efficient and effective cohort. Your ability to work together, support one another, listen to one another is inspiring and should make everyone viewing this ceremony have a great feeling of pride for what I believe and expect you will all accomplish in the future. Dr. Congress, Lacey, and I are extremely proud of your persistence in learning this new trade and wish you the best of luck in your future studies and employment. With that, I'd like to start making the presentations with the slide you presently see, and that's Rhonda Armstead. Ronnie served in the United States Navy for 10 years. She served in a wide variety of assignments, including Aegis Fire Controlman and Correctional Officer at the Naval Consolidated Brig at Pearl Harbor. Ronnie is continuing on with a Bachelor's of Science in Technical Management at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and has received and accepted an employment opportunity with Wake Light Technologies as an IT help desk technician. This is DeShawn Baldwin. DeShawn served in the United States Navy for 6 years as an information systems technician on board submarines. DeShawn has received an employment opportunity as a field engineer with a government contractor and will be pursuing his BS in computer science. Ashok Kumar Bharatha-Dasan. Ashok has served 4.5 years in the United States Army. He started as a supply clerk and quickly rose to a supply sergeant position, which he held for 3 years. Ashok has cultivated a strong passion for IT through the MSSA program and is actively seeking an employment opportunity in his newfound profession. Rafsan Bhuyan. Rafsan served in the United States Army for 4.5 years as a wheeled vehicle mechanic. Rafsan recently completed his service as a specialist, and he has received and accepted an employment opportunity at Nakapuna Companies as a data warehousing analyst. Tristan Cacho, who you just heard from. Tristan served in the United States Marine Corps for 9 years. He served in several capacities, rising as a Staff Sergeant of Marines, working in intelligence analysis. Tristan will continue to serve in the Marine Corps Reserves and has 2 offers from Microsoft, which he is currently reviewing. Here's Eli Cheng. Eli served in the United States Army for 5 years. He served as a radiology technician. Eli was extremely active in obtaining certifications during MSSA, including a project management certification he started prior to joining the cohort. Eli is actively seeking employment opportunities. Gunnar Egge. Gunnar served in the United States Army for 4 years. He served in several positions and rose to the respected position of infantry squad leader. Gunnar will be continuing on with his Bachelor of Computer Science at a major university in the fall. Guillermo Frenero-Sanchez. Guillermo served in the United States Navy for 4 years. He served as an information systems technician, rising to petty officer 2nd class. Guillermo will be continuing on with his Bachelor of Computer Science at Florida International University. And here's Justin Gonda. Served in the United States Army for 4 years as an explosive ordnance disposal technician and served at Schofield Barracks on the Hawaiian island of Oahu. Justin joined the Microsoft Software and Systems Academy to pursue a new start in IT, and specifically the server and cloud administration, while continuing to engage top companies like Microsoft, Northrop Grumman, and Amazon for employment. Returning to school to obtain his Bachelor in Computer Science remains still a top priority. Sam Graziano served in the United States Air Force for 5 years, serving as a cybersecurity technician. Currently, Sam has accepted a position with Microsoft on their Azure Edge team and is in his last semester completing a BS in IT management at Western Governors University. And Muli Han. Muli served in the United States Army for 4 years as a vehicle mechanic and team leader. Muli is currently working with Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University to further his education and remains actively seeking job opportunities. Here's Taylor Lazinski. Taylor served in the United States Marine Corps for 4 years. He served as a network administrator, and Taylor has accepted a position with Insight Global as a network controller. And Ruiz Lee. Ruiz served in the United States Army for 4 years. He was assigned to the Schofield Barracks Health Clinic and served as assistant manager and technician in the Behavioral Health Department. Ruiz is continuing on with Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University to complete his Bachelor's in Technical Management and continues to seek IT employment opportunities. Jason Manueke. Jason served in the United States Marine Corps, where he served in multiple roles, including satellite communications technician, systems administrator, asset management specialist, and help desk technician. Jason is currently in the job market seeking employment opportunities. And Alex Palmer. Alex served 5 years in the United States Marine Corps, where he worked as a Mandarin Chinese language analyst. Alex will formally separate from active duty in July and is currently in the market to seek employment opportunities. This is Jessica Rosier. Jessica served in the U.S. Navy for 7 years as an information systems technician. Jessica will continue service in the United States Navy Active Reserve and has accepted an employment opportunity with Novetta as a field service engineer. And Merrilli Santos. Merrilli served in the United States Air Force for 20 years. She served in several capacities, rising to the rank of Master Sergeant. Her last assignment in the Air Force was the manager of the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command, Executive and Mobile Communications Team. Merrilli accepted an offer with Jacobs Technology as a mobile device support manager. And this is Rajan Tamang. Rajan served in the United States Army for 5 years. He served as a wheeled vehicle mechanic and operations manager. He is currently accepted for graduate studies in software engineering at Southern Methodist University and continues to seek IT employment opportunities. And last but not least, Michael Webster. Michael served for 6 years in the United States Marine Corps Infantry, as well as being a member of the Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security, or FAST team. Michael is looking for employment with a diverse company that promotes progression within the IT field and is also seeking to complete a bachelor in business management. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Team Nimbus, and this concludes the presentation of the letters of completion. Mahalo.
Thank you so much, Mo Radke. As we come to a close, I'd like to say a few words of recognition to our cohort number 2, Team Nimbus. It has been my privilege to have been able to be with you through this journey, from the application process to being accepted into the program, and of course, witnessing you grow as a person and professionally. I'm so excited for each of you. It is my honor to stand here before you today. With all honesty, cohort number 2, Team Nimbus, you are without a doubt one of my favorite top 2 cohorts of all time. I wish each and every one of you the best on your next endeavor. I look forward to continuing to hear from you and listen to your professional growth as you become amazing rock stars. Congratulations once again to all our recognized students at Schofield Barracks cohort number 2. Please join me in giving them a round of applause for their outstanding achievement. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our virtual recognition ceremony. Please remain with us for a few more minutes as we end the ceremony playing the U.S. Armed Forces Medley. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our virtual recognition ceremony. Please, thank you again for joining, and again, congratulations, Schofield Barracks cohort number 2. Aloha.
Aloha.